The Prodigal Sons.
Welcome back to the best no judgment zone in the world, because neither one of us don't have any law degrees. I'm Marvelous.
And I'm not your average Joseph.
And we are the Prodigal Sons to start the show. How you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling good. I don't know about the rest of Toronto, though.
Yo. Kawhi me a Weaver, man. They quiet out these streets. They out here quiet real hard, man.
Yeah.
They felt emotional, whatever. They seen the post, man. I seen the posts that you put up and stuff.
You seen the post that I put up?
I seen the posts you put up and stuff, whatever. But
yeah,
I think to the knowledgeable ones that seen it, they understood it.
Yeah.
Right? But I don't think nobody really broke it down to them and stuff like the other ones. Like I want to say the people who put the Kawhi and dying and stuff up, whatever.
Right.
If they seen our post, they probably would have kind of got a more understanding, because some of those people, I don't think they were real basketball fans. They were bandwagoners.
No, a lot of tons were just bandwagoners, and it just goes to show you, how everything is thought out and how everything is played, and they're basketball players, they're superstars, we adore them, but they're human beings like everybody else.
Absolutely.
And I think this goes back to a conversation I had maybe 2 to 3 weeks ago. I made a post saying Vince Carter should retire a Rapture, right? Mm-hmm. Dude, the amount of flack that I got for making that post. Oh, Vince is this, Vince is that, Vince ran away, this, that, and the third. I said, listen, you got to understand, at the end of the day, it's a business, right?
Absolutely.
You being a part of this business, the business that is most important to you is the business of self. Mm-hmm. So you got to do what's good for you in regards to everything else. You can't look at it as you're turning down the fans. You can't look at it as you're shitting on the organization. You can't look at it at any of those angles, because at the end of the day, the organization is running a business.
Absolutely. And
they don't give a shit about you more than the business needs. You understand what I'm saying?
True.
So when everybody was harping on Vince, that Vince got to resign, and all of a sudden Vince is a sucky baby. Vince wants to trade this and that. Yo, you don't know what was happening in those locker rooms or those team conversations, that Vince had thought to himself, you know what? It's time for me to leave. It's time for me to go elsewhere. Right? And he left and he went elsewhere. And I said, look at the flip side of it, right? 2 years ago, or either a year or two ago, we had DeMar DeRozan. Now, DeMar DeRozan, hands down, is probably the one Rapture that really championed the team the most. Mm-hmm. If we didn't trade him, I probably think that he would have just retired a Rapture. He would have stayed here and retired a Rapture, right? Mm-hmm. The organization promised him all these things when it's time to come to re-sign. There was other teams he could have went to. There was other teams that wanted him. Yeah. But he decided to stay and re-sign as a Rapture.
Because he's an LA boy too, right? He's Compton?
He's Compton. He's from Compton.
Okay.
So he decided to stay. He re-signed with the Raptures. Mm. What happened? The first chance that something better came into the Raptors' eyes came up, they traded his ass.
Yeah, no loyalty.
So there was no loyalty on their behalf.
Yeah, because I remember he made a comment or something on social media saying, like, apparently I got traded and I'm going to San Antonio. So it's not like it was, he wanted it.
Nah, he didn't want. Listen, he resigned. He was one of the few Raptors, throughout the history that's actually resigned with the organization. Right. You understand? So he was here for the long haul.
Right.
He invested his time. He invested in the team. He was looking to stay, regardless if there was ever a thought of him winning a championship here or not. Mm-hmm. He just bought into what the Raptors was. He bought into what the city was. This, that, and the third. He signed on to stay.
Right.
They traded his ass the next year for something that looked better. Now, granted, that something that looked better brought a championship.
Right.
But let's be realistic. If Kawhi was able to be traded to anywhere else other than Toronto, he probably would have went anywhere else other than Toronto. It's only San Antonio and Toronto making this trade is why it happened. Right?
Facts.
So with that in mind, keeping that in mind, if we didn't win a championship, he was gonna leave.
Yeah.
right? The fact that we won a championship shouldn't guarantee that he's gonna stay. Especially if you're, you know what I mean, you're
Man,
a whole
let me
time
tell
kid,
you
you want to play in your
something,
hometown.
I got a chick that I know and stuff like that. She said straight, she like, his baby was born here. He gonna stay.
Listen.
I'm like, y'all never heard of dual citizens before?
They have
like-
coming up with so much reasons why this man should stay.
When I saw that man with those Home Depot boxes going in for the boxes, I'm like,
Yeah.
he gone. They're like, you know what you're talking about. You're just a hater. I'm like, okay.
Yo, they even pointed out the Shoppers Drug Mart bag while he was on vacation. Yo, he got a Shoppers Drug Mart bag, yo. He's staying.
He's staying.
I'm like, yo.
I'm like,
Y'all are getting
cool out.
Y'all are getting ridiculous with it. You know
Cool
what I mean?
out.
Here's this man. He has nothing else to. He has nothing else to prove.
He has
He's
nothing
won
to prove.
2 NBA championships. He's been NBA MVP of the championship twice. You understand? So as far as accolades is concerned, he can only build upon that, but he's not worried of not having any. You understand?
Facts.
Regardless of how we say, you know, he can make the max amount of money with Toronto, these guys are making millions regardless. You understand?
Yeah.
So it really boils down on, you know, where do you see yourself in 5 to 6 years from now? Where do you want your legacy to end? And he wanted to go home. He went home. You understand?
He did.
LeBron could have went anywhere. But LeBron has a media company and a career in media. So you know what? LA makes the best sense for him to end up.
Absolutely.
If he's looking to pursue something like that beyond his career. You understand?
Look at the shop, the HBO show, the shop.
He does the shop. You
He does
understand?
The shop, the movies and everything. Yeah.
A lot of these guys, they're thinking long term. They're not just thinking, oh, they're gonna play basketball tomorrow.
No, you gotta be more than an athlete, man.
You gotta be more than an athlete. So you know what I mean? Kudos to Kawhi.
But even like Jay, like picture like Jigga's thing, whatever, right?
Yeah.
For his $1 billion,
Right.
I believe 75 million is from music.
Right. Right.
And I think like another 25 million is from the music. 75 is from him owning his his masters and everything and stuff. Whatever, right.
Right. Yeah.
Everything else is not music.
It's not.
You got to be
music.
more than a musician. You got to be more than an athlete.
Of course.
Like the alcohols, title, the other things, stuff. You got to be more than what it is. Whatever. You got to hustle hard. So I mean, them if they're just looking on level just athlete, when same thing, like you said, they have to ask themselves that question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now?
5 years from now, you understand? And if he's thinking, okay, you know, I want to go back home, you know, there's a lot of opportunities for him to be able to set up stuff for him to do, you know, within the city that he grew up, affecting people that he grew up around,
Facts.
his neighborhood. All of these things come to play. You know what I mean? He's not gonna play basketball forever.
Right.
You understand? I think the next 2 years he's at his 10-year mark. So now he gets the veteran side. Who knows what happens in those next 2 years? You know what I mean? It's not guaranteed that he's, you know, gonna be stellar throughout the rest of his life.
Absolutely.
You understand? So now he's got to
But
start planning for the future.
That's most of the athletes, right?
Yeah.
That's most of the athletes.
Well, look at all the athletes who didn't plan for the future. Where are they now? What are they doing now? They're working 9 to 5s.
Antoine Walker.
You understand what I'm saying?
Antoine Walker.
There you go, man.
If y'all know who Antoine Walker is, y'all need to look him up.
Need to look him up, man. It's
Who was it? What was it? Thugnificent had one from rags to bitches.
yeah.
And Antoine Walker's case from bitches to rags.
And it happens in a matter of a second.
Yo.
You understand? So if you're not planning, then it is what it is. You know what I mean? Raptors would be okay. They still have a championship team, a championship organization. You know, we're not saying that they're gonna go back to back, but they're in a good position, man. They have a lot of young talent. We've seen a lot of that young talent during this past season. You know, and it's really building upon what we have. Of course, you know, we've lost a really great and a really talented player in Kawhi. But, you know, it ain't the end of the world. You know what I mean? And
Well, I remember like on the halftime report when what I said and stuff, and I'm like, yo, with LeBron going to the West,
yeah.
it left the East open for like any player to come over and just be great and just run because everything would just LeBron was the greatest conference player in the East ever.
Yeah.
Right? Because MJ had the whole squad with the Bulls. You know, once they came to the Bulls, it was a squad. But LeBron, you see the man and stuff, whatever, how when Golden State swept Cavs the last time, he dropped 51 points in the game and they still lost.
Yeah.
Right?
They still lost.
But he had that kind of dominance and stuff, whatever. But then when he went to the West, it's kind of like he left the East for open season.
Yeah.
So anybody and stuff.
And I also feel that when he went to the West, it was because the teams are so much more stronger than the
dominant.
East. It was harder for him to do what he did in the East.
I feel half and half.
Yeah.
Half and half. Yes. And other half and stuff, whatever. Why I would say no is because I realize and stuff, whatever, when I'm watching the whole dance, again, one man cannot win a championship.
No, I can't.
It takes a team to win a championship.
Does take a team.
Them young boys and stuff, whatever, wasn't ready for like the level that LeBron was trying to play with his championship demeanor.
Right.
Like the only person and stuff that I even seen that probably might have did something was what's that guy? Light ball dude, Caruso and stuff came with some shit. I was looking like Caldwell wasn't doing it. Kyle Kuzma would show up like periodically and stuff and everything. Yeah. So I'm like, if the whole team don't have the cutting edge and stuff whatever to do it, whatever, it's not gonna happen.
Well, even based upon even what you're saying, it's like that's what I'm kind of saying with the Raptors having a good nucleus that they can build upon because Kawhi is a superstar, but if it wasn't for the play of his teammates, he wouldn't be able to do what he's done.
Absolutely.
And they wouldn't have won a championship.
Look at Kyle Lowry.
Okay. Case in point.
Yeah, he came through and stuff, whatever. He came alive and stuff, whatever, right? Not just the finals, but like the whole playoff run.
The whole
playoff run and stuff with him. Like if his numbers score-wise wasn't consistent, the steals were still up.
Yeah.
The defense was still good. He was still persistent and stuff with it to play it, like in it to win it, whatever. Same thing with the rest of the squad.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like you need that team.
Siakam played Robin to Kawhi's Batman. You know what I mean? Like if he didn't play that Robin it could be a different story. You know what I mean? He was a problem for the whole Golden State Warriors. Yeah. You understand? So it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, the city's, we're sad to see him go, especially for the bandwagoners. But the real fans will still rock with the team. Next season come on, they'll have on their Raptors hats, their Rapture jerseys, and it's on you go.
Did you ever see that? The memes are fire in this.
Oh, the memes are always fire.
The memes are fire. I think one of my favorite memes, whatever, is the one where they have Kobe with the Lakers jacket and he's holding onto the trophy.
Yeah,
and he has his head down and it said how every Raptors player feels after Kawhi left. They're like, we still got our championship. Like, I don't care. I'm sad, but I still got my shit. Okay, and I was like,
yeah, man.
It's facts.
Yeah,
I'm like, it's facts. Listen, but like, yo.
I got a Eastern Conference champ hat and I got an NBA championship hat. And I'm gonna wear both of those with pride because you can't take that away.
You can't take that away.
You can't take that away. Yeah.
Y'all said my Cavs hat and stuff, whatever, should be wearing Remembrance Day. You can't take that away.
We can't take it away.
It's still happening, though. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all with it, man. So we'll sign off with that. Bye, Kawhi.
Bye, Kawhi.
And that's it.
I will say, though, I mean, the East has gotten a lot stronger with all those trades that happened.
I told you, man. But that's
last few weeks.
That's what I'm telling you. I'm like, yo, they realized the stuff that you took this dominant conference player, and you moved him to the West, and it's kind of like, yo, it makes room for a juggernaut to go to the East and do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, yo, I said to myself, I'm like, yo, if Durant doesn't leave, then there'll be Clay.
Right.
Clay, they'll go to the East and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if Durant leaves, I said New York.
Yeah.
Brooklyn is in New York, but I said around New York.
Yeah.
I said around New York. So I own up to that shit, whatever. But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, it's going to open up for a phenom to go to the East, and they're going to realize and stuff is like, yo, I'm running shop over here. Take it as is. So, like I said, the territory and stuff is there. We'll see what happens stuff whatever because there's still time.
Now, Clay stayed, right? Did Clay stay or?
Clay's thing and stuff so far is still undecisive, but I think he has the plan of staying because since they freed up the money.
Right.
So I think they can probably offer him something close to a max.
But I'm a little confused because July 6th. Okay, that was the deadline for free agency, or how did that work?
So they said for most of the free agents, July 6th is supposed to be the deadline.
Right.
Right? But
Yeah.
then you have other people and stuff where I guess the new trades and all that type of stuff, whatever, can still go on, because the thing that fucked me up was draft night. How they were trading players as soon as they got drafted. So I was looking like, oh man, I'm like, NBA some savages, man.
Oh hell yeah.
I was like, yo, they couldn't even wait. So you get, hold on, but you get a man a fresh ass little snapback, be like, yo, here you go. Hey, my man, real quick, I know we gave you to Orlando Magic, but
Right,
we got another one for you over
right.
here. He's like, I've been traded? Yeah, don't worry about that. Fall
Yeah,
back,
man.
breathe deep.
That's how we got Vince.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Vince on draft night.
Oh, where's he drafted to?
He was I can't remember which team he was originally drafted by, but and I can't forgive me because I can't even remember the player who he traded for him. But both of them were on North Carolina.
They're both from North Carolina.
They were both from North Carolina. Mm-hmm. And is it Antoine Jameson? I think that was the player, Antoine Jameson, who we originally picked.
He has lucked up.
And then we
because Jameson became like a plateau player.
Right, yeah.
All right.
I mean he had a few good years, but
I ain't
he was
saying that.
never
I'm saying,
anything
like,
compared to what Vince did. Yeah.
Like most of the plateau players, I think that once they get to like a decent level,
Yeah.
they just, that's it. And it's not even to shit on them and stuff like that, but a lot of times stuff whatever, like to a college level, you might be the greatest thing since sliced bread. When you play against these people and stuff who's been doing it for the rest of their years,
Right.
it's a different dance. Yo, on to some next, man. Since we still on the sports thing, let's talk about Colin Kaepernick, man.
Okay. Yeah.
So, 4th of July and stuff, whatever, was earlier this week and stuff, whatever. Happy Canada Day to the folks and stuff, whatever. And, happy 4th of July, America.
Happy 4th of July, man.
So, Colin Kaepernick, apparently he still has like that mad type of pull at Nike. So they made some Air Max 1s with the classic Betsy Ross flag on the back.
Right.
With the stars, with the 13 colonies.
Right, going around the stars that go around the circle.
Right, so that's the original one, right? And my thing and stuff is that, okay, for you, my question to you and stuff is that, like, you grew up in Canadian history, but you know about a good portion of American history.
Yeah.
And you're a black man.
Yeah.
Does that flag make you feel a type of way? Or what is it what resonates in your brain when you see that flag?
See, and it's funny because when I originally seen the post about Nike having a shoe with the flag on it, and I looked and it was the original 13 colony flag with the ones with the stars going around in a circle.
Yeah.
I've never really taken that flag or really heard of anything, and it could just be my ignorance of that flag having any connotation or any ties to the racist history. It's always been the whistling Dixie X flag.
Right.
You know what I mean? The Dukes of Hazzard flag.
The Confederate
special. That has always been a flag that I know that they've been beefing about. Right. So, I mean, I looked at it and I was like, okay, I didn't see anything wrong with it at first. Even with not seeing anything wrong with it at first, it kind of kicked into the back of my head that may be a sort of a time period where it could be considered a sensitive issue. So when Colin came out and said what he said, I was like, okay, I was kind of thinking on that lines, but I wasn't sure how American and how the American people felt about it.
And I get it. I get where he was coming from and stuff, whatever. And it made Nike, like, snap back and pull out whatever, right?
Yeah.
So they recalled the shoe and stuff, whatever, from a lot of places, whatever. I don't know if there's some floating pairs around, but if there's a floating pair, I will scoop that thing. Hopefully, if it don't cost more than those Marty McFlys, those Back to the Future joints, I'll buy a pair and keep it on back burner and stuff, whatever. But to me growing up with the whole American history and everything like whatever, I didn't go that dark with it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't go that dark and stuff to say like, yes, it was a dark time and stuff like that, whatever and everything. Because with the original 13 colonies and there were slaves and stuff, whatever. But throughout history, man's been making slaves and stuff regardless, right?
Yeah.
Once they came to a level of like gods, men been making other men slaves and
other
stuff,
men
whatever.
slaves, yeah.
Yeah, regardless. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I never took it as any type of way because especially they released it around the 4th of July time.
Right.
And 1776, 4th of July 4th. Fuck that. Philadelphia 76ers. They still have those 13
They still have
13 stars.
13 stars, right.
76ers.
Yeah.
1776.
Yeah.
Right? Philly still has that and stuff on their flag and stuff and everything. And even at Obama's inauguration, he had 2 flags.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Him as the first black president ever to still have the Betsy Ross flag up during his inauguration and stuff, whatever. Wouldn't that raise more of an issue than anything else compared to like the kicks?
Well, this is what I'm saying because, and like I said, I've really never heard any beef,
right,
associated with that flag,
right,
until Colin brought it up, and I'm not even sure if there's any real beef. I'm just thinking he's just reflecting to a time where there was slavery. So okay, are you going to attach any sort of symbolism that happened during slavery as like a bad symbolism?
True. Yeah, I don't think no. But you see, I think when Nike's intention wasn't, I don't think was.
They weren't thinking on that lines. I don't think they were.
I
thinking
told
on
you.
that lines.
I told you they had that intern, that one black intern.
Intern.
Yeah, to be like, yo,
Listen.
he's just there for the credit stuff, whatever. Be like, yo, man, y'all fucking up.
Whatever young black intern they have, he probably gonna be either 25 years or younger, and he ain't gonna know shit about that flag to begin with.
True, he might not know a damn thing. But he might though. He might because he's there trying to eventually become a full-time employee.
Right. He'll do his history real quick.
Yeah, he better do some soul searching real quick. I don't know, man. I looked at it and I'm like, yo, I don't think... I understand the beef and the static and everything like that, but to me, I'll speak for myself, as a black man, I'm going to give a damn about the 13 colonies and everything and stuff like that. Because yes, it was originated, but in the current flag with the 50 stars and stripes, the 13 stripes... the 13 stripes are representative of the 13 colonies now, right? Okay. So I mean, that's the representative stuff for there. So it just went from
the stars
to the stripes. So if you still want to get insightful or get angry and stuff, whatever, then just ask for a new flag. Yeah. Other than that, because the stripes and stuff are still there, because like people didn't understand that. What are they like? They took away the 13 stripes. Now we have 50 stars and stuff. And I'm like, but yeah, the 13 is still in the damn stripes. Count the stripes. It's 13.
While we're on that topic, during the whole 4th of July celebrations, there was like, I think maybe 1 or 2 flag burning that happened in protest to Trump. And Trump coming out and doing the whole military special for the first time. Well, I want to say for the first time. I don't know if it's ever been done before in American history, but dude had tanks out. He had,
I heard.
He had the fighter jets out and stuff like that. And everybody was saying it was because I think the French typically do it.
Oh, okay.
That's what I've been hearing. Like the French typically do it, and he kind of wanted to do something in regards to that. And I'm in back of my mind, I'm thinking, nah, nigga, it's that when Kim Jong-un did that whole shit with the whole military show of force.
Yo, those guys.
He trying to be like, yeah, I can do it too.
Well, I mean, that's I was telling somebody. I said that like, when you have a military like America, right? That's how you flex on the world. Let them know you're a boss.
Yeah.
Because I want to say, the things and stuff with her that never aligns properly to me, healthcare. Like, how come healthcare can never be free and stuff in America and everything like that? But remember, U.S., their main thing stuff is the military, like the Uncle Sam, all that type of. Remember, Uncle Sam's not even a real person, right? Yeah. So it's kind of like the military stuff is what flex the muscle and stuff across the world, let you know America's that badass country and stuff and everything like that. And they gotta spend the ducats on this thing, and if they don't spend the ducats on this thing, then the whole world would just probably call out America as pussy. Yeah. So when I came down to it, I answered my own damn question and stuff, and I'm like, we can't get free healthcare and stuff in America across the board because we got to flex across the world that we beasting out here and stuff, whatever. We in every major country trying to set up shop, let you know we got tanks.
Yeah.
We got some things. Because I remember, I don't know if it was true or not, but I was playing Call of Duty one time, and I think like when you die, they tell you how much. I think like for a Tomahawk missile,
Right.
that bitch, that's a person's income.
Oh yeah. No, for real, no.
Like I was looking, I was like, I think one of the Modern Warfares, can't remember and stuff, but like you died, like boom, and then they give you like a little quote from like warfare and wartime.
Yeah.
It said Tomahawk missile and stuff, and it's about like $36,000
Yeah.
for one. You know how much you got? Think how many you got to flex with, because you're not making just one missile.
Look, man, I'm gonna continue.
Yeah,
while
but
we talking, I'm gonna look up the cost of an F-16, which is probably now it's at the end of its service now. Kind of they're onto the F-17s, F-18s.
Yeah.
How much the cost of an F-16?
Oh, those fighter jets, those fighter jets and stuff. This is like close to $1 billion.
We're looking at close to $1 billion.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking about close to $1 billion. If this is, I would put my money on close to $1 billion, because I know those things is not cheap. Like one missile, boss, is less than 40 racks, right?
Yeah.
So if you can feed a household and stuff, whatever, you can feed a family and stuff, whatever that, and everything and stuff. So I don't understand like where the math and stuff don't add up for these peoples.
Okay, so this is at from 1998. So the price of inflation. It's already gone up since then, right? Because we're talking almost 10 years. 10 years ago.
Right.
The cost of an F-16 fighter jet was $14.6 million.
Damn.
So now you got to start figuring to yourself, how many F-16s? And the reason why and we're not talking about the new jets, and the reason why I'm saying F-16s is because those are still in service.
Right.
Right? They haven't been replaced. They've probably just been refurbished and so forth like that, just on its last limb now before the F-17s and the F-18s come in. Right. So imagine if you start counting how many fighter jets that the U.S. Air Force have under the command.
9 billion at least.
You understand what I'm saying? Then you start thinking about it, because what happens is everything is military contracts, man. These private, defense, these defense companies, they don't just sell these jets to Americans. These jets are sold worldwide. So can you think about the amount of money that they're making selling a 14.6, man, this is 1998 figures. Who knows how much they cost now? 14.6 million per jet they selling to all these other countries, even countries that they're at war with.
Yeah, but their Air Force is phenomenal, though.
The Air Force is
phenomenal, and the Navy.
Crazy.
But those Navy ships have them F-16s on there, don't they?
Yeah, then they did the aircraft carriers. They they carry a lot of those planes, and it's
yikes.
And it's funny when you even think about that, because at one point it was the United Kingdom who was the naval superior. Then after that, I believe it was Russia who became naval superior.
Mm-hmm.
And then since then, it's just been, America across the board, whether it's Navy, the Army, or the Air Force.
Well, that's the Pentagon. The Pentagon and stuff is, one side of the Pentagon is Marines, Army, Coast Guard, Navy, Air Force.
Mm.
Those are the 5 sides of the Pentagon and stuff, whatever.
Okay.
So each side and stuff, whatever, is run by that division and stuff, whatever, over there. So, like I said, they stressing to make sure the dominance and stuff is there. I do like him, like the North Korea squad.
Yeah.
Because I like how they march and they got their head turned, their bodies moving and stuff one way. I'm like, these niggas look full like,
yeah, man. They ain't even bending the knees. They giving the straight leg.
Because they looking straight at Kim Jong.
Yeah.
And it's just like, just going at it and stuff. And the legs are still going. I'm like, ain't nobody kicking nobody.
No, man.
Ain't nobody stepping on nobody.
No, dude. You kick somebody,
you being executed?
Mm-hmm.
You better get your shit together for real then. They on that stepping shit. But Yeah,
enough for Trump, and enough. But happy belated 4th of July and happy belated Canada Day. I know we signed off with that, but just to let you guys know that we still feel a little patriotic and we love what the country has provided for us, even though we think that it could be providing a little bit more for everybody else. We're here living, man, and there's some other countries where people are suffering to the utmost. So I mean, we gotta thank God for the position that we're in.
Count your blessings.
And exactly what it is, count your blessings.
All right, so let me inform you on this dude named Mark Char. Mark Char is a Hawaiian man. He was in court for a few road rage incidents that he was part of.
Okay.
And my man, he stabbed actually 3 people. It was kind of crazy.
What?
It was kind of crazy with his road rage thing. I don't know. My road rage brought me to a point. My road rage just bring me to like honking the horn and give you the finger.
Honk the horn, yeah. Flip the bird. Yeah.
That's just
typical
it.
shit. Yeah.
So my man went into court this week and he painted his face. We colored his face with a Sharpie. All over his face. Yes.
You know the type
Hawaiian, Asian looking dude.
You know the type of patience you have to have.
I would have tapped out
to color your face in with a Sharpie.
I would have tapped out. He took time. Like we're talking about. Like it's not like he left. He just left his neck bare. He probably ran out.
Probably about to say he probably ran out. That's what happened.
He went through the hair, by the eyes. Yo, this man put in work, fam, work. So I'm looking like, yo, the dedication it took with him, like salute to him and stuff on this shit. But then the man made a statement and said he felt like he was in a kangaroo court.
Okay.
And he was treated unjust. And he said, because they're treating him like a black man, this is the reason why he colored his face like a black man.
That's why he came in blackface?
Yeah. So my thing had me thinking and stuff, and I'm like, yo, you got this dude out here, Hawaiian American, with more of an Asian Pacific descent, who's that type of Asian looking. For him to jump up and make a statement like that, whatever. Do you think he's right about his statement about since he knows the court system and stuff is fucked up to the black folks?
Yeah.
And he's feeling he's being treated real fucked up. He might as well just go look black and stuff and just accept the consequences.
No, nigga, you stabbed 3 people.
Facts. I'm like, yo, you stabbed 3 people. It's not about you being treated and stuff. But I'm like, yo, that's what the judge said. The judge said, like, you took the time to carry a knife.
Yeah.
Get out your car and go up to these people's cars and stuff when their cars were stopped. No. It's not about being black.
No.
It's just about you being fucked up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, black people can't win.
No, we can't, man.
Black people can't take a W, man. I don't know. I thought it was gonna be another possible W, but then it got shot down and stuff, whatever, from the hounds on the internet. Haley Bailey is a new girl chosen to be the Little Mermaid and stuff in the live action that they plan to make shortly.
Yes.
And the internet went nuts within a matter of 2 days. Right?
Right.
So let me say this. The memes that came up, there's actually I think a private Facebook group.
Yes.
I guess they might just letting in just the Caucasian folks or the non-black folks.
Right.
Whatever in there for them to say, make the Little Mermaid white, make Ariel white again.
Okay.
Right? So I was like, I don't know. I'm kind of lost.
Right.
Because I'm like, Ariel. I looked at the descent name for Ariel, whatever. It could be, what is that? Scandinavian.
Mm-hmm.
Scandinavian. So let's say Denmark, or we'll pick Denmark, whatever, right?
Right.
We not too sure if that whole Little Mermaid movie and stuff, whatever, took place in those waters. Because Sebastian, keep it real though, Sebastian was supposed to be like bootleg Jamaican though, right?
Right, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't know about them doing the crab thing way up there.
Well, it almost seems like it would be like, well, when you say that, it almost seems like it would be like Caribbean waters.
That's what I'm saying.
Everything is taking place.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, so like, is people gonna start beefing and stuff about Ursula? Because Ursula's purple, right?
Right.
So the purple face people are gonna be enraged and stuff like the Mark Chart people. They're gonna be enraged that they're gonna get a purple face, a white person or a set black person to play Ursula because she's not purple. Like I don't know. Like I understand the rage where they're coming from and stuff, whatever. So me playing devil's advocate and stuff, whatever. Would black people be okay if there was like a white guy to play Shaft?
Nah, I don't nah.
Black people won't be okay with that.
Black people would be enraged. It's funny because I think we sort of touched upon this. I can't remember what episode it was when we were discussing the whole. It's just Elba being touted as the next
superheroes, black superheroes. Yeah,
no, it was back when we were talking about he should be James Bond, right? Bond. And I think my comment at that time was, if your argument is for literal accuracy, then you kind of want to keep that person as what the writer intended it to be.
But Ariel's not even like mermaids aren't real.
No, they're not real, right? But I'm saying if I'm Hans Christian, right, and in my mind, I imagine this character of being Caucasian,
right here.
And I wrote it, and as a Caucasian perspective, I told the artist, hey, it's a Caucasian mermaid.
Mm-hmm.
Then for literal accuracy purposes, then I want to kind of keep in line with that. Now, if we don't care about the accuracy, because at the end of the day, it's fiction. It's fiction.
Agreed.
So she really could be anybody we want. Then at that point, there should really be no beefs about it.
No, I don't know. I seen the rage and stuff, whatever, but I always realize and stuff when I'm looking at these things, when people spazzing out and stuff, especially like over a race thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, but why though? Because I always, like, especially when it comes to movie characters, I'm like, but why? Because I have a boy, whatever, right?
Yeah.
I think when the movie came out, The Gods of Egypt.
Right.
When The Gods of Egypt came out and stuff, whatever, I was like, I'm like, it looks kind of interesting and stuff, whatever. I'm not going to spend my money on it.
Yeah.
I probably wait till like it might come out and stuff, whatever, on like, on TV, or, if I catch it on like, like on Netflix or some shit like that, whatever.
Right.
Whatever's clever. Man said, I ain't watching it. I'm like, why? He's like, because they don't got no black gods and stuff in Egypt. Like that. They're going to have British people playing the thing. I'm like, that's their interpretation on it, though.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, if there was a big black Hollywood blockbuster and stuff, whatever, when they say they're going to spend all this money on, like, to use black actors and everything, like, whatever, would the Caucasian folks still put up a fight like how you're putting up a fight?
Right.
And then he didn't say anything. So I was like, teach his own.
Yeah.
Teach his own and stuff, whatever. But I think with the Disney, they're holding it to the core.
Yeah.
But I mean, things are subject to change because times have changed.
Of course, 100%.
But they're looking for something spiced and brand new. Like if they come up with the Frog Princess and stuff with her, which that girl, I forget her name. I think Tiara, something like that. The girl who was the first Disney black princess.
Yeah.
And everything like whatever. What if Disney might have plans? They would have had plans before to make her white.
True.
Would there still be an outrage?
True.
They're like, no, we're going to switch up Ariel for a black girl. And she got a light skin too.
But here's the funny thing, right? Is you always, I mean, to me, I look at things from a business perspective, right? So with this whole new Little Mermaid movie about to jump off, we know that as far as the cartoon adaptation of it, there's a lot of singing involved. A lot of songs involved, right?
Right.
So now, if you're starting to think from a soundtrack perspective,
she's a singer already.
She's a singer already, right? And what type of genre is the most dominant right now? it's gonna be hip hop and R&B, right? So now you're gonna start looking to tailor the soundtracks towards that, because now it's more than just visual. It's also, you know, it's audible. It's what you're hearing. It's what you're listening to. So you're gonna put out a soundtrack with songs that you want now to just reverberate with what's going on with today's generation. Right. So now, with that being said, you're not gonna get Beyonce's understudy.
I don't know, but keep it real though. They've been dropping the ball on some singing shit, whatever. Like, I didn't see the Aladdin one.
Yeah.
But somebody told me that they did sing A Whole New World and stuff, whatever, and they did a little singing thing. But fuck, what was it? The Beauty and the Beast one, whatever. I heard that they fell short on some of those singing things and stuff, whatever.
Right.
Jungle Book let me down because I was looking for bare necessity, nothing. So that's what I'm saying. I was like, yo, Disney fucking up in these streets, whatever. So if this is the redemption time,
but we're looking for songs we're looking for songs from our childhood.
You're goddamn right, because I'm an old man.
Yeah, but none of these kids who are gonna go see these movies now, they don't give a shit about no bare necessities, bro. They ain't singing around swinging their butt like we used to sing, walk around swinging our butts. They're not thinking on those lines. They're thinking of today's music. And if you ain't got shit that sounds familiar to today's music, your soundtrack ain't going nowhere, bro. Case in point. Look at the last episode of Game of Thrones.
All right.
What the hell does Game of Thrones have to do about R&B? But if you looked at the soundtrack for that, it was all R&B. Why would they do something like that? If they're not looking to sell that sort of music or that music to appeal to the generation of today.
Yeah. I didn't know Game of Thrones had R&B kick to it.
That Fire and Ice song with oh shit, who is it now?
The only thing I'm thinking about Game of Thrones music is the intro. That's the only thing that's popping off in my head.
They came out with a whole entire soundtrack, which was it's R&B focused.
Maybe I wasn't fucking with it because they dropped the ball on the freaking ending. That's it. Like I said, if they didn't drop the ball on that, probably would have been all in it and stuff, whatever. But yeah, like, yo, salute to the young lady and stuff, whatever. Hopefully Disney and stuff, whatever. Like, you know, they don't take back any actions and stuff like that, and they're not taken because, you know, well, not necessarily like Colin Kaepernick and stuff, whatever. But a lot of companies are easy to be swayed.
Yeah.
If the ruckus and stuff is a little too much, right?
Right.
So I mean, these people and stuff that are taking kind of heavy rounds and heavy maze, like the memes and stuff, whatever. Oh, the racism memes and stuff, whatever. They're harsh. They're harsh to look at. I still laugh, but they're still harsh to look at and stuff, whatever, right? But I mean, and they're going in on this young lady and stuff, whatever. And she was just casted. It's not even like it's been shot yet.
Well, I mean, it's that's what I'm saying, man. It's funny the amount of ignorance that is still out there, and you forget that it's still out there until something like this happens, right? And then obviously it rears its ugly head. But come on, man. I mean, we know we see what happens with Trump being elected, how everybody just steps up to the forefront. So nobody's really feeling afraid, especially with social media, where they can hide behind their computers and feel like they can say or type anything, and nobody will give them any flack or even know who they are saying it.
True. I mean, I tell somebody this the other day, though. I'm like, yo, when you look at Trump and you look at this whole situation and stuff, and how the people come up, like, you know, tiki torch people and everything like that, when they start doing their shit in Virginia.
Yeah.
Yes, he's brought light to these peoples and stuff, whatever. Like, you know, brought hope and say that it's okay to speak, however.
Right.
But these motherfuckers have to understand. He is a reality star. He's a reality TV show star and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna happen and stuff, but he's gonna speak and act like reckless off the cusp and stuff. It's not even just the fact he's a businessman and stuff, whatever.
Right.
But he's there to entertain and stuff, whatever. But like the less-minded people and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
They don't see that.
No, they don't know.
So they just think, yo, it's okay and stuff, whatever, and everything like whatever, for him to do and act that type of way. And they're like, well, if our president isn't doing it, we can say it too. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, y'all MAGA motherfuckers need to watch yourselves, whatever, around which type of area you want to spout that shit from, whatever, because I think, like, even here at York University, there was a kid there, in the middle of the protest, or not even protest, it was like a meeting with Muslims, and he had a MAGA hat on, and the way they snatched the hat off and just kind of yoked him up and grabbed him and everything, he kind of ran out the student council area.
Yeah. But it's so funny because I think with us being in Toronto, and a lot of people being in a lot of metropolitan cities within the U.S. and in Canada, we're submersed in multiculturalism, that we forget that there's still pockets within the country, whether it be Canada or U.S., where there's no black people.
Yeah.
You understand? So
you think they got BET?
They might got BET. Now, do they watch it is another thing.
True.
But there's pockets where there's absolutely no black people, no person of color. It's just like white, and they keep it that way and they maintain it that way. So these are the people that we're talking about, who will go out and say these things, who will go out and follow Trump and support because they feel Trump is appealing to them, whether or not he's doing a reality stick or not.
Yeah, so I'm talking to a girl, and she lives out in Bowmanville.
Right.
She bought a house and stuff out there, and she was telling me how she used to live in another area and stuff, whatever, before, where she didn't feel too safe, and she moved. So I'm like, what do you mean? She said, like, they would egg her car, slash her tires. So I'm like, were you fucking somebody else's husband in the neighborhood or something like that? What? So she's like, nah. But she said because she was dark skinned and stuff, and she just in this vicinity, they were like, the cops already knew who she was and everything and stuff, whatever. Right, so she's like, that's a bit dodgy. The fact that she just called the police and they're like, oh yeah, you work for such and such and you're such and such. So they're like, how'd you know that?
Yeah, because we were told to protect you.
Yeah. So like when they gave the whole MO and everything, like what, I was like, really? I'm like, Canada gets down like that? She's like, yo, she had to look out for her family and stuff. So she just relocated to another spot.
I've always said this, Marv, about U.S. and Canada. At least within the U.S.,
it's known.
They'll let you know they're racist. Canada, not so much.
Yo, so what she was, because she was saying and stuff, like even like some of her co-workers, right, who are white, white men, like, they love her off, right. But I guess this is everybody's fantasy to be with a black woman. I guess if you're not black, right. No, if you're black too, your fantasy is to be with a black woman. Point blank, chocolate is good. So I mean, she's like, she follows a few of them like on Facebook.
Okay.
And she's like, man, the radical shit they post on their Facebook and stuff for her. She's like, I'm not gonna make direct contact with you at work and everything. But I remember OG told me a long time ago. Yeah. My man said, take the leader of a Ku Klux Klan and drop him in the middle of Africa. Guarantee you he's gonna have at least 8 mixed kids. At least. Can't deny the chocolate. But that's what I'm saying. Even the racism and stuff is still, prevalent, but they want to be, I want to say, semi-subtle about it. Yeah. And when it suits their needs and stuff with everything, right? Yeah. Because they want to fuck up a possibility of something might go well for their favor and everything, right? Of course. Like there was something recently during the week where you had a couple, I guess they were supposed to get like some construction work done at their house. Yeah. They're chilling and stuff with her, and the guy pulled up in his truck. He had a big ass Confederate flag flying in the back of the truck. And it was the most classiest black people I've seen in a long time. They're like, thanks, but no thanks. We see you have your flag, and that's okay for you to believe and support whatever you want to believe in. That's your automobile, your business, and everything. Right. But unfortunately, we're not comfortable with that. We're not. So we're gonna call somebody else to do the job. Yeah. And the guy, he went peacefully in his truck, and he drove off. And I was like,
but I think he also hit them back and said he was sorry. He didn't think his flag was going to be offensive to him. Now, right. That's, to me, it's just a little
cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
You already know what that flag is.
But it's the fact, but like I'm saying, it's the fact of the matter and stuff is that you can't fight ignorance with ignorance. No, they dealt with it in a classy manner, and he came back and responded back with them and stuff in a classy manner, right? And that's how we're supposed to, bridge these gaps. Because the reach one, teach one type of thing with it. I guarantee you for a fact, if he knows that and like the way his truck and everything was known, He'll know for a fact all those Confederate flags are coming off of any kind of automobile.
Any type of automobile.
Other than that, he gonna be broke and unemployed.
Let me ask you a question, Mark.
Holla.
Do you think the affinity for white men going after the forbidden dark chocolate is the same as black men going after the forbidden vanilla pudding?
Nah. I want to say yes and no, but the thing and stuff, whatever, I think like maybe because black men have less fear of like how a white woman might be.
Yeah.
Compared to like, I want to say media made black women look bad.
Right.
Media made look like if you watch Maury Povich and stuff, if you're a white guy watching Maury Povich and stuff, whatever, you're looking at stuff like, oh my gosh, these women are just too much.
Yeah, they savages.
I'll just watch the pornos and just call it a day. I'll just watch the porn and just call it a day with it. But I feel like, if the media wasn't that bad and stuff around black women,
yeah,
I would say yes, the affinity would be like by the same level and stuff, whatever. But because of the media thing, it might even ruin the porn for them. They might look at stuff for them. They might have that flashback from the chick on the morning. That's you, baby. And it's just, he might just say, you know what? I don't need the lotion no more. I think I'm just gonna switch to regular white porn.
I'm sorry, Big Booty Judy.
Yeah, so that's why I feel like it's gonna be different. Black people don't give a shit. I tell everybody, black goes at every damn thing. You got a white shirt, black pants go great with it. You have a yellow shirt, black pants go great with it. So it don't matter where. So black go every damn thing.
I hear you. All right.
Yeah, man. On to the next, man. We got this. We're going to talk about this. All right. So last week, we talked about petty shit you do after a relationship.
Yes, I remember that.
Right? But we need to have a discussion for this shit. So this her name is Serina Wolfe. She's upset with her boyfriend for not buying her flight back from Buffalo. Back to Buffalo from Clearwater, Florida. Right?
Now, is her boyfriend in Clearwater, Florida? Did she fly in or?
They flew in together.
Right.
But I guess she was on her fuck shit, so he left early.
Okay.
Whatever, right?
Right.
He left early without her.
Yeah.
Right?
And he's like, pretty much fend for yourself.
Yeah, he's like, yo, fuck it. The relationship is done.
Yeah.
So
you ain't get no Uber money.
No. And then ain't get no flight money, none of that shit, whatever, right? So she stayed. She went to a cafe. She went to a restaurant called Clear Sky Beach Cafe.
Okay.
And used his credit card because she still had his credit card and stuff, whatever, right? So he flew the coop and stuff, assumed that he had all his belongings, which he did not have. She had a bill for $55, like $54 and change, $55. She tipped the waitress 5 racks. Not $2,000, not $3,000, $5,000 on his credit card, right?
Yeah.
So, of course, if you're the waitress, you're like, oh shit, hell yeah, God's plan. You probably singing your Drake song. You're like,
you like, do you know Drake or something? Like, how you paid like that?
Drake went to Miami, Florida.
Is this Drake's credit card?
He went to Miami, Florida. So she's in Clearwater, Florida. She's probably like, yo, God's plan. She's with it. She's down. Boom. Do everything. The restaurant paid out the waitress.
Right. Of course, because they got the money. They can't sit down there, and they're not about to sit down on it. They probably know something was fishy, too. They just want, let me get this girl this money quick.
Yeah, they're like, you know what? We clear this shit out. When he found out and stuff on the charge on his credit card and stuff, whatever. Yeah. He's like, no. That's my ex-girlfriend. She took it from me, and I need these charges and stuff to be taken back. Granted, girlie did get jail time. She's in jail time. The ex-girlfriend, Serina? Yeah. She's in jail and stuff, whatever, and she's waiting for a court date because that's fraud.
Yes, of course, because obviously she had to sign off on everything, right?
Exactly. So that's fraud and stuff right there, whatever, right? My question to you and stuff is, should they take back the money from the waitress? That's not her fault that they broke up and they didn't go well.
Yeah, but they're gonna end up taking that money back from the waitress.
Do you think they should?
If I think they should. Yeah, I think so. I don't think
you a piece of shit.
Well, listen,
you a piece of shit.
Listen to why I say this, right? Because
hold on, I'm gonna fuck you up too.
Okay.
Her dog died earlier that week.
The waitress dog?
The waitress dog.
Okay.
So that's why she thought this was a God's plan since she had to put down Rover and stuff a few days ago.
Yeah.
Go ahead, continue. Because you're still a piece of shit. Go ahead.
All right. So the waitress took the credit card, right? Because the waitress has got to do the whole shit with the credit card and stuff like that, right?
CC, yeah.
The waitress seen the name on the credit card, didn't she?
Hi. Yep.
At one point, did the waitress say to this lady,
Are you sure?
"Are you sure?" Or "Is this your credit card?" Or "Do you have sign-in rights for this credit card?" Because if somebody's giving me 5 racks, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm looking at the credit card, and it say Keith.
Default name. Keith.
And I'm looking at Becky over here, and I know no way in hell this Becky is Keith.
Right.
I don't know. At what point do you say, okay, does Becky always walk into the restaurant with Keith's credit card and just give away $5,000 like that?
True.
So she'd have had to know something was up at that point. At some point. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't think you would you're just that accepting of $5,000 like that as a tip. And not think anything of it. Especially when it's a male's name on the credit card and it's a female paying for it.
True, but I don't know, if I'm in Florida and depending on the place and stuff, whatever, you got a lot of sugar babies with sugar daddies and everything like that, whatever. And a lot of times these guys do just give up the credit card and stuff to the girl because he realized that he did give her the credit card, but he realized he didn't authorize that, whatever.
And I get that part, Marv. Mm-hmm. But even with that being said, I wouldn't have questioned it if it was a $20 tip. I wouldn't have questioned it if it was a $50 tip. I wouldn't even have questioned it if it was a $100 tip. But it's 5 racks. Mm-hmm. 5 racks.
I see what you're saying.
Sugar baby, your sugar daddy that generous that he gonna let you tip somebody 5 racks?
There's some millionaires, I don't even know their names.
Yeah, you're right.
So that's what
I agree with you.
So it could be just a situation would be like, who the fuck is, what? God's plan. Because, over a certain amount of money, you can't tap no more or whatever, right? You got to insert and punch and pin.
Yeah, exactly.
So if she insert and punch and pin, would it be like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hear you.
But this is America. Don't get you slipping now. Don't you get slipping now. So, hey.
You think she spent that 5 racks before they caught her?
Man, I don't know, man.
She moved it out of her account. She moved it somewhere.
Yo, she better spice up her life with that.
She put it in her Swedish bank account?
She moved smart enough.
Her Switzerland bank account? That shit overseas now?
No, I don't think she moved that fast.
She didn't move that fast.
I don't think she moved. She was too slow for that shit. She probably just freaked out. She probably had I call it the Martin moment. Remember Martin? He's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
When he just fast out.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
She probably like, whoa, whoa, whoa. She probably called somebody like, I had to put rubber down. It's like somebody just blessed me with $5,000. They're like, go ahead, girl. You gonna spend that money. Feel good.
She took one of her girlfriends out to eat.
Shit, should have been me. But yo, land of expectations, man. Let me ask you this. In the land of expectations.
Yes.
Is it time to settle for what you can get? So let's say, if you knew for a fact your goal is to be, we spoke about expectations and stuff, whatever, and reality.
Yeah.
Right before. But if you knew for a fact that this is all you're going to be is probably a waitress or waiter, right?
Right.
And certain other cards and chips and stuff didn't fall into place for you.
Yeah.
You're just going to are you going to settle for what you can get? Because at least you're not unemployed. At least you're still making some coin. You probably still have a shelter, Yeah. There's certain things stuff you can be grateful for. But a lot of people on the other side of that spectrum will say you're settling. You remember that? I don't know if you remember the Everest commercial. You're sitting on your couch. You're gonna go to school. Go do it today.
Yeah.
You're like, I hear you, my G, but this might not be. School might not be for everybody.
Right. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Yeah. To some people and stuff, whatever, they just settling for what they can get. relationships, job, houses. But like in North America, like Canada included, because Canada has lotto and US has lotto, and every day people are built to be millionaires.
Right.
Like especially with the lotto, you buy a set exact same matching numbers and stuff, whatever as the
strike it rich. That's
boom,
it.
it.
You're clear.
If you have a beautiful voice, you might be discovered to be the next, American Idol.
Yeah.
Or Canadian Idol. If you look that type of picture perfect type of way, you might go from a model to an actor or actress. The line of great expectations and stuff, whatever, right? But some people, they just might be just a good looking person. They might not be a model. Is it okay for them to, settle for what they can get?
I think I'm going to say it's dependent on the person themselves. Because if you're content with where you're at or the position you're at in life, all your needs are taken care of, you can do, a little bit more than just sit around if you want to. You're not struggling with anything. Mm-hmm. You're okay. If you're okay with that, then you're okay with that. But with that being said, if you're not okay with that and you still got a little bit of life in you, you still can make that hustle, you can still make that attempt.
True.
I think there's no reason why you shouldn't push yourself, or you shouldn't try to strive to be a little bit more than you possibly can be. Not to say that your situation is bad, but that situation, as instead of leaving it as a house built, why not look at it as a foundation?
Okay, so I remember we were talking about, damn, I forgot the name of the movie already. I'm fucked up. The Tyler Perry flick with Taraji that you told me to watch. Where she was taking care of the husband while the husband trying to get his invention off the ground and everything, like whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Me, I probably came to a point where like, yo, my woman's struggling, and it's time for me to settle and stuff with her until she's not struggling no more, for me to pick up where I started. And he had that drive and stuff to say, you know what? He believes in himself and he's gonna just go. He wasn't content with what he was slated to be. Right. So he just said, fuck, he's gonna carpe diem and push through all the bullshit. Lost his wife, lost all that type of stuff, whatever, but gained so much.
Yes.
When he did persevere. Same thing like The Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith.
Right.
With that guy's story and stuff. Chris Carter, I think.
Yes, I believe so.
And that same thing, like bus shelters and all that type of stuff, whatever, and everything, and they just persevered and stuff, whatever. Like, some people don't settle, but I guess because we're in a land of great expectations, they're like, you know what? I'm gonna just keep going until I die. But that's not a realistic goal or a realistic way to look at life.
To keep going until you die?
No, to keep going until like you lose damn near everything, because not everybody might have the opportunity to luck up, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If your situation that you have is already a house, right?
Right. Then you're okay.
Then live in that house. You understand? As long as you're living, live in that house. But if it's a house and you think it could be so much more, then stop looking at it as a house. Look at it as a foundation. You know what I mean? You're not going any lower than this foundation.
Right.
But you still have room to build on that foundation. So if you still got room to build on that foundation, then by all means, build upon it. You never know where you never know where you're gonna end up. But as soon as you stop, that's where you stop. You're not gonna end up any further than that where you stopped at.
No, because like to wrap it up and stuff, whatever. You have those people like, I was once a dancer, or I once was like, I had an MBA, I had hoop dreams. Yeah, I had this type of third and stuff, whatever. But then you look at them like, yo, what happened? And then they settled and this is just life. But I know they might, back in their mind, they have the regret. but not everybody is set to make it. Like in this, I want to say what the great expectations that's kind of laid out for you.
Yeah.
Not everybody's set to make it. Like even like with school.
Right.
With school and stuff, whatever, like universities and colleges and stuff, whatever, they tell you like, yeah, come to school, educate yourself. But only a fraction of them might even join the workforce at that time, after graduation.
Yeah.
And then maybe a few months down the line, they might, and some people might not. Some people, I know tons of people and stuff that have a degree in something and stuff that is not what they went to school for.
Right.
Because they just like, you know what, it's time to settle for what you can get because at least they're employed.
Yeah. I also think that it also boils down to passion and what you're passionate about. Because again, that's always what's gonna drive you, right?
Yeah.
You can stop at some point, but if your passions are not fulfilled, then you're always gonna be at a woulda, coulda, shoulda, what if moment in your life, right? I mean, I look at it like, okay, for instance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ever since I was the age of 14, I've always wanted to do something that involved music.
Right.
And so,
Can you beatbox?
Yeah, hell yeah, I can beatbox. Yeah, that little sound. We'll give you a little sound.
Okay.
I beatbox.
No, I'm just saying. I'm like, I didn't hear you beatbox yet, but I did now.
But ever since then, my whole passion has always been in regards to music. I thought I would have been the next greatest rapper. I thought I'd be the next greatest producer. This, that, and the third. Now, not to say that, there was no possibility for me to reach those heights. But shit, we all live life, and shit happens in life that, may deter your path, or, may throw some stones in your plans and stuff like that, and you gotta kind of switch modes, right?
Right.
So then while switching modes, you start to realize it may not be a realistic goal, but at the end of the day, you still have life that you gotta live. So now you start making other moves to pursue other stuff, doing other stuff.
True.
Right? But if it's a passion within you, you always kind of hold on to something like that, right? So I was always told, listen, if it's something that you love, keep it as a hobby. Don't, don't bank on it 100%, even though, I sometimes I throw that bullshit aside because, the whole don't throw your eggs in one basket. Sometimes you got to put all your eggs in that basket in order for that basket to be whatever it's got to be. You understand?
That's true. I never thought of it like that.
But, with that being said, a lot of times, you gotta eat, you gotta live, so you gotta do other things. So that's what I'm saying when I say if you have a foundation, your needs are taken care of, your family's needs are taken care of, and stuff like that. Sky's the limit. You understand?
Right.
So with that being said, I've taken care of all those little necessary things that needs to be taken care of.
Facts.
Music and anything to pertain to music has always been
your passion.
Been a passion, and I've kept it as a hobby. And in doing so, we got a podcast, motherfucker.
Yeah.
If I had given up on that dream or given up that that whole side of things decades ago, we wouldn't be sitting in front of mics
that's what you said.
right now.
But you said just make it into your passion. So if you turn it into your passion, you take your passion, turn it into a hobby.
Yeah.
Then you're still on the lines.
Yeah, we're still on the lines. And then we approach this as shit. We love doing this.
Yeah.
But we don't know where it's gonna end up.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? We could be like the new late night host doing this shit.
Oh shit.
Sky's the limits as far as I look at it.
Well, we still in the land of great expectations.
We still in the land of great expectations, man. And we running a podcast in it.
So my next thing to ask you is that can you change a person? Because, you know, if you have a person and stuff, whatever, who has that mind frame and stuff, whatever, to either to settle or not to settle, that might be a bootleg Shakespeare question for them. Somebody listening to this and stuff, whatever, they probably said, you know what, they were okay to settle before, and they said, nah, fuck it. They might change their mind, whatever. But can you actually change a person?
You can't change a person who does not want to change. That person has already have to have it in them to either want better, want more, and then you become that catalyst.
Also, you become a catalyst for them to make the change. They already intended to make the change.
They've already may have intended. They may have thought about it. They probably just needed that push.
So
you come by and you give them that push. But if they don't want to change or don't want to move from where that, no matter how hard you push, they're not gonna budge.
So okay, let's say you sleep with a woman and stuff, whatever. And you single now. You sleep with a woman. You meet her, and she got that fire pussy. She got that wet, drip, moan, porn star, all the above. All that. Mac and cheese. Sound like stirring mac and cheese and stuff in the pot, whatever, right?
Okay, I got you.
She hits you with that thigh. And you're looking like, wow, you don't want this to leave you and stuff like that. She's like, this was a one deal thing because, you know, you just have regular ambitions and stuff, whatever, to not go to school and just make some things. You're okay with working at where you are and stuff, whatever, and she doesn't really see herself with a person to stay with a person and stuff like that. And then the next day, the guy, he goes to apply for school. He's like, yo, I just put my college application in and everything and stuff like whatever.
Yeah.
Did he not change for her? Or she was just a catalyst?
She was just a catalyst.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Here's why I say she was just a catalyst. Right?
Okay.
Because in order for him to try and make that change, he's got to believe that he can do it. He's got to believe that it's in him to be able to do it. Because if he doesn't think that, he's already defeated himself in saying, I'm gonna lose this girl. Because I may go to college, or I may go to do this, go do that, and the third, but I can't do it. So I'm just wasting my time. See, he's already looking at it as a waste of his time and a waste of her time. So you might as well just let her go. You understand?
Yeah. So the person doesn't.
But she's that catalyst. She's giving him a reason now to say, yeah, I thought about it and I can do it, and I'm gonna do it because not only is it gonna be benefiting me personally, it's gonna allow me to keep her.
So that age-old question and stuff just got shot to shit here then, basically. Because basically it's like, can you change a person and stuff? We're like, no. Are you the catalyst to a person's change? That should be the new question.
That should be the question. A person is only gonna change if he or she wants to change.
Oh, we got more genders on this bitch now.
He, she,
undecided.
He, she, or he, she.
Or undecided.
Oh, yeah, I think you can go with he, she, because whether you're undecided or not, you're still going to be either he or she. So he, she. He, she, or he, she. They gotta want to make that change. You know what I mean? It's gotta come from within, and then that other person is just gonna be a catalyst. Not now, how that person is that catalyst, whether it's the bonfire pussy, whether it's the the I can't live without you because you're so forward thinking, you enlighten me, you make me want to be a better person.
You make me better, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There's that catalyst.
Are there still certain things you can't say in a relationship to a person you're with? You've been in a relationship game for a year.
Yeah, I've been in it for a while, so it's.
I think that's hard. Have you gone past that point, whatever?
Yeah.
Where like you're no holds back.
Yeah, I've gone past that part where I'm no holds back. Because
would you ever tell your woman and stuff whatever about like certain type of things? Let's say she thought it was cute that she had this long ass toenail and stuff that was long as shit, and she decorated it and get it done at the nail shop, and you'd be like, yo, that shit cut the fucking sheets at nighttime, boo. Would you tell her that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, some dudes shook though, cause they know if they say some shit like that, whatever, pussy stops, shut down shop. Remember, cause dick don't stop, whatever. Dick don't stop, whatever, right? It's kind of like a guy would be like, you know what, you fucked up tonight, no dick for you. She'll be like, okay, I'll call somebody else, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. But she was shut down shop. So a lot of times the stuff is kind of like, you know, certain things and stuff that can't be said. But then there's some women and stuff, whatever, too, said that. I guess it depends on the relationship and stuff, whatever. But like,
well, I was about to say, probably it's depending on the relationship and then the length of the relationship. I mean, if you're damn near 20 years deep into the game, there shouldn't be anything that you guys shouldn't be able to discuss or talk about. Whether
some
or
things
not
might fly off the cusp, though, right?
Some things might fly off the cusp, but I mean, I think you've been through all types of fights and arguments after 20 years. You've probably already been through non-speaking periods.
Nah, true.
You've been through fights already. So, I mean, you looking at it as shit. I can say anything I say at this point.
Because you're still there.
Yeah.
You know what the dumbest thing in a relationship to me is? Breaks. I can never understand taking a break in a relationship. When I hear people like, oh, we're on a break. Break what? No, break up. Put the up after whatever. Like,
or
would you ever take a break in your
or that when let it go because if it's true it'll come back to you.
Fuck out of here with that shit. Yeah.
I would like to know how many of you out there have let it go and it came back to you because it was true.
Have I? If I let it go, if I break up with a chick, it's done.
Yeah,
it's done.
You think so?
I don't garbage pick. So if I throw away, and if I say I'm done,
yeah,
it's going away in the trash pile and stuff. Whatever. Me, I don't. That's what I'm saying. I make sure I'm definite to say I'm done. Like I want to say when I was single and stuff, whatever. Like way back when and stuff. Whatever. I used to let women dump me or cut me off.
Okay.
So then, therefore, like there was still a possibility puss to come.
Right.
Whatever. Right. So I wouldn't really cut them off and stuff. Whatever. But if I'm gonna say I'm done, I am done. Finito. Finish.
Okay. So you've never ended a relationship and regretted it?
Ended a relationship and regret it?
Nah. Okay.
So far, I'm batting good. My batting average is good.
Okay.
My batting average and stuff is good. Cause I feel like you gotta put in all that extra step. Like it comes from both sides of the equation, right?
Right.
But from your side, be the best you can be and do the best you can do. And then therefore, you will have less than minimum no regrets. Because if you're in a relationship and stuff and it was shit, whatever, and then it didn't work out, then you tell yourself, what if I did this? Or maybe if I put this, then just do that in the beginning.
Here's another saying that people like to throw around. Let me ask you if you believe in it. If you can't love the one that you want, love the one that you're with.
You just brain rape me for no damn reason without a condom. What the fuck does that even mean? Yo, the hell?
It means there's somebody out there that you really want, but you can't get that person that you really want. We're going back to the settling.
Okay, yeah.
So you end up settling with the one that you're with.
Okay. Then I would love the one you're with. Then
like, you would love the one that you're with.
Well, yeah, because me, I look at it stuff as that. At least I know what I'm getting into and stuff with the one that's here.
That you hear.
Compared to like the other one and stuff that I'm aiming for, whatever, right? I'm aiming for. Okay, let's shoot some shit or whatever. Give me a celebrity. I'm not gonna say Beyonce. I think Beyonce's robotic. I know the Beehive's gonna come after me. All right, Rihanna.
Okay.
I'm aiming for Rihanna.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. I got my woman and stuff right here. We're gonna call her Sally.
All right, Sally.
And Sally cooks, cleans, irons, fucks me, feeds me, take care of me, and all the above, whatever.
You're number one in Sally's world.
Yeah, number one in Sally's world. But I see Rihanna somewhere and stuff, whatever, like downtown Toronto or something like that, whatever.
Yeah.
She gave me that look. I look at her. We lock eyes.
Yeah.
And then the shot clock just goes off in my head and stuff. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna shoot my shot before the shot clock expire.
Right.
I don't know what Rihanna would do.
Cause to Rihanna, you could just be the flavor for the month.
Exactly, or the flavor for the city.
Right.
It could be a flavor for the damn city and stuff, whatever, right? Then after I'm like, oh shit, yeah, Sally, fuck off. I'm going with Rihanna and stuff, and packing my shit.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking like, hey, Riri boo, you picking me up? You're on your jet going to Vancouver. Oh, so you gonna send a jet back for me? yo. And denial's a river in Africa right there, whatever. I'd be like, hey, Sal, I was just playing April Fools. I hope it's close to April. Be like, April Fools.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm coming in. I love the one you with, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, see what I'm saying? Like, the settle thing and stuff, whatever. Like, are we putting too much emphasis on settle being a bad thing?
I don't know. I guess it really depends on the person. Right?
person
like,
saying it.
when you settle, are you happy settling? Because if you're settling just for settling's sake and you're not really happy, how does that work in the long run?
Yo, somebody told me this. They said, you know your woman is not attractive when your boys look at you and you introduce your girl to your boys and your boys say, as long as you're happy.
As long as you're happy.
I was like, oh my goodness, that one hurt me. So I'm assuming that they're saying that he settled for whatever chick, whatever she may look like and stuff, whatever, right?
Yeah.
He settled and stuff, whatever, because of that situation and stuff, whatever. Now, I hope most people don't take settling as a bad thing.
But what if that same boy gives you the as long as you're happy speech, right?
Mm-hmm.
Years go by, he sees how you've interacted with her and how she interacts with you and how she treats you. And one day, you and your boy sitting down and you drinking and stuff like that, and your boy turns around to you and says, you got a good woman?
Yeah, that's what I told you, man. I told you that, man. That's why I brought her to the Meet the Squad.
You got a good woman? Because my woman don't do shit like that for me.
Yeah, Yo, I always thought about, like, you ever seen the movie Something About Mary?
Yeah.
The dude who always had the hives?
Right.
Yeah. The man had a woman. She cooked, clean, iron, baked cookies and everything and stuff. And I think he was watching like Cops when he saw Ben Stiller get caught with the whole gay sting and everything, like whatever.
Yeah.
And his wife's like, what's going on? He's like, nothing, don't worry about it. He pushed her head right back. She was giving him head while he's watching TV and drinking a beer. So I'm looking like, bruh, why do you want Mary for?
Why you want Mary, man?
I was like, it's not a bad thing to settle to something that great. But hey, that's just me.
I read this quote yesterday. Mm-hmm. Don't lose something you love over something you like.
Oh my gosh. Where'd you find that?
It just popped up in my feed. I show wifey, and wifey's like, screenshot that. Send it to me.
Yo,
because I'm like, I was like, that's deep. Don't lose something you love over something you like.
Yes. Absolutely.
Absolutely, 100%.
Absolutely. I am not mad at that, man. I am not mad at that. All right, man. Let's get to the real shit for the week, man.
Real shit?
We on some... The world we live in now is a different type of day.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a different beast altogether.
A different beast in general. I'm going to ask you, would you rather online or in person? And that's for things and events across the board.
Things in events across the board.
Because think about it. Right now, I can say I'm about to go to this little live band thing.
Right.
You said, you know what? You don't feel like it's hot enough to leave the house today and stuff, whatever. So you're gonna chill.
Yeah.
FaceTime you when I'm there.
Right.
You basically still there.
Yeah.
So that's the online and stuff. Rather you coming with me being in person. Right?
Yeah.
I know Tidal and Jay-Z and them, they have the thing where they have those exclusive little tickets and shows and stuff that they'll do random shows real quick and sell them off, right?
Yeah.
And you can still stream it, live stream it and stuff with your Tidal subscription. to watch that show or that particular concert,
Okay.
right? Which are you? Are you the online person or are you the in person?
I'm gonna rock with the in person.
Why?
I think the experience, being there with the because the one thing that online can't reproduce for you is the atmosphere.
To an extent.
No, it can't reproduce the atmosphere. You can't smell what's going on there.
True.
You can't feel the tension in the air that's there.
True.
You know what I mean?
Well, because I mean, you like if it's a concert, you're surrounded by like-minded people and stuff who probably have the love and the same affinity of like whatever artist performing.
Exactly.
And in that vibe.
You can't turn around and look at the person next to you and sing your favorite lyrics and feel that camaraderie going on. You don't get that while you're at home. Like that, you have to be live and in person for that.
Okay, so
now mind you, some stuff to me is better at home viewing
then live.
Because
Such as, give me an example.
Let's say
Strip club in Thailand where the golf balls are popping out the cooch. Ping pong balls.
a particular, let's say a sporting event.
So you're just gonna disregard the ping pong balls coming straight at the damn webcam?
I'm gonna disregard that.
Okay. Just me then.
I'm gonna say a sporting event because now you have like
The indie.
multiple angles of it being shot.
Right.
The commentators giving you information that you wouldn't get firsthand if you're there.
Right.
Right. There's a lot of things, right, that you're privy to being at home and being online with. Granted, while I'm saying that, I'm not a huge hockey fan, but I appreciate the sport. And come down to the playoffs, I'm right there. I'm watching it. I'll be a hometown person. I'll watch the Leafs and so forth. I had the opportunity one time working for this company. The accountants, they came in from, I believe it was Germany.
Okay.
And my boss couldn't take dude out on the city and stuff like that. Now our accountants here, they have season holding tickets to the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Right. So
I got to go with the accountant from Germany.
Right.
And I literally had more fun, and I think I paid more attention
to hockey.
Being there,
in person.
being there, being in the atmosphere, soaking up the arena and everything and stuff like that. It was a total different experience for me watching it on TV. And I found myself a lot more in tune to what's going on. I can hear the players on the ice. I can hear the skates. I'm like, yo, this is really, I can see why people would love the sport. Whereas I didn't get that connection.
Because you're at the house and stuff, whatever. You're probably flipping through the channels.
Yeah.
And probably nobody around you were like dire hockey fans.
Yeah, exactly.
That level. I get you. So, okay. We have situations now where, like I said, technology is popping. You can live stream churches now.
You can live stream anything.
Anything. Right.
Yeah.
Now, most people, to my knowledge, let's say like if I'm in church now, they probably hit and move by the words of the preacher or the pastor.
Yes.
If anything and stuff like when, especially not when the music's going, but like when it's dead ass silent and he's preaching, and then somebody might break out in the Holy Ghost. You can still probably catch that feeling at the house.
You could probably.
So you could be at the house and stuff, whatever, in your living room, just watching it and stuff, live streaming through your smart TV, because damn near everybody has a smart TV or something like that now. Yeah. Or even through their laptop, and then you're watching this, and then the words hit you, and you're like, boom, you're in that mode. Shalomala, Shalomala Honda,
But you know what? I think that's a little bit different, because you've always had televised evangelism. Mm-hmm. We're talking about the the Oral Roberts of the day. You know what I mean? It's always been an atmosphere where you never really had to go to your, leave your house to be a part of church. There's always been somebody on Sunday.
True.
Televising it, giving you the word, asking you for donations.
But now you get to pick your places though. Now.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like
now
back then, back then, if they gave you like, this is what it's gonna be on today's channel on this place.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
Now you can get stush and show off and like, you know what? Today I'm gonna fuck with TD Jakes.
Right. Yeah.
Today I'm gonna rock with Pastor Oral.
Yeah.
Today you're gonna rock with whosoever, like Carl Lentz, Pastor Carl Lentz.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, like, now it's open and stuff to that point where you don't really need to set foot in the church no more. Like, you don't really need to set foot in a concert anymore, really.
No, you listen, man. The world of today, you ain't gotta leave your house to do nada. You got skip the dishes delivering to your house. You got damn near whatever you want to watch on TV.
Oh, pertaining to skip the dishes real quick. I'm asking for a friend.
Yeah.
Do they deliver like chips and snacks and stuff like that? Or no?
Listen, man. This shit blew my mind the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, we now know that you ain't got to go to movie theaters now to watch movies, right?
Right.
Did you know
you can get movie theater snacks?
You can get movie theater snacks delivered. That shit blew my mind.
Yeah, I learned that. I think like last year I was watching was it Deadpool 2?
Yeah.
So we're buying our stuff for there before we get ready to go off to the flick.
Yeah.
And I see I think was it Skip? I think it was Skip, because the guy came in with the Skip the Dishes bag.
Right.
And he just loaded up like the Raisinets and like the sugar babies and stuff, whatever. I'm like, the fuck is going on here? And they're like, and I looked at somebody, they're like, yeah, you can get that from Uber. I'm like, really? So you can be in your house watching a Netflix banger and stuff, and just enjoy it and stuff.
You could just be watching it like you're at the actual movie theater. You ain't got to worry about the ushers. You ain't got to worry about. You can pause shit, go use the washroom, come back and unpause shit. You good to go, man. You good to go. You know how they You know how they're trying to counter that now. The other day we went to go see the last Avengers flick.
Yeah,
Endgame, right?
Mm-hmm.
Walking out the theater, my wife looked to the right and she said, "Is that a bar over there?" And I was like, "Yeah, you can now go to the movie theaters
and hold a drink
and get a drink."
Yeah, the VIP.
Yeah. So this is what I'm saying, man. There's a lot of things you're doing at home now, and it's getting more detrimental to these places to come up with ways to bring you out of your house.
So you're saying, so I'm paraphrasing now, correct me if I'm wrong. So you're saying that technology brought us to a point where we can be lazy, but we realize the laziness and the issues and stuff.
Oh, we damn near plugged into the Matrix, bro.
I was about to say, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I feel like right now the online thing is where everybody's gonna be and stuff, whatever.
We damn near plugged into we plugged into the Matrix, man. We are in.
Okay. All right, man. Question of the week. What childhood habit do you still have as an adult?
Video games.
Give me some dap. There you go.
If y'all didn't see that, but we
just had a Wonder Twins.
We activated. We punched the fists.
You're goddamn right.
We punched the fistuses.
Yeah. I want to say video games, and I still make Kool-Aid.
Still make Kool-Aid?
I still make Kool-Aid. I don't know. I feel like it's part of me and stuff, whatever, where I was a sugar water baby for the longest.
Yeah.
I'm like, they tell you, like, you can be doing that, diabetes, and etc. But I don't know. To me, it's a nostalgic feeling and stuff, whatever. When I tear open that sugar packet, the Kool-Aid packet.
Yeah.
And I pour that sugar in the jug, and then I just add the water and stir.
Start the stirring.
It bring you back. It bring you back. Like, it's nostalgic to me and stuff, whatever. Then when I drink it, like, I remember when I used to drink Kool-Aid and stuff when I was little. My hands were too tiny to hold a big ass cup.
Right.
I got bigger hands now, but I'm trying to hold a cup with two hands and stuff too. Like I'm like, God damn, this shit's sweet. Shouldn't be drinking so much. Maybe I should dilute it, but run with it.
Yeah, man. There's not a lot of things that I could still say that or can contest to holding on from my childhood days, but Video games is definitely one of them, and it's growing with the times. So you really don't have to be ashamed with it. You know what I mean?
True.
It's like
Very true.
a lot of the games that are out there are geared to adult players. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those. It's just one of those things, man. I'm a gamer, man. I'm a diehard gamer.
I ain't mad at that. You ready for the Ask the Sons?
Let's ask the sons. Ask us.
Jenny_Marco says, do you fold or scrunch your toilet paper?
I'm a scruncher.
Really? I'm a folder.
You're a folder?
Yeah. Why you scrunch? I feel like you might miss some shit in the scrunching though, no?
I think you might miss some shit folding.
Nah, man. Yo, if I have some toilet paper in it, look, you gotta just loop it around the hand, right?
You loop it around
So,
your hand?
like, look, all right, you tear like a little piece, like a nice little piece. I want to say, if we're giving that some size, say it's about like maybe 14 inches, right? Say like 14 inches in length.
Okay.
Then you just give it a little loop around your hand, like, whoosh, until like it's all there.
Yeah.
And then you can get right there in the groove and stuff for there, and just kind of like, I wipe down and stuff to make sure like the turd and everything still make sure like it wipe off and go straight in the splashdown zone.
Right.
So I'm a folder. I feel like if I scrunch, I feel like I'm not gonna get the crease properly, whatever, and then you're gonna have like real life mud butt, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I can't afford to be throwing out underwear and shit like that.
You see now, I'm a scruncher because I feel like I tear off enough portions and I scrunch it. I scrunch it so it looks like one of those little loofah balls.
Yeah.
And then I pinch the end of the little loofah balls because I ain't trying to get shitty fingers.
That's what I'm about to say. I'm like, aren't you scared that you might get some?
Man. If you got enough scrunched up, you got enough distance between.
That sounds like hard to flush right there.
No,
are you clogging up toilets with that?
I ain't clogging no toilets.
Okay.
I'm scrunching, and then when I scrunch, there's enough protection around the fingers that I hold it with. You understand? So I ain't getting shitty fingers.
Yeah, you can't have that.
Because that's the one thing you definitely know that you hide it from is the shitty fingers. And then I wipe appropriately, man.
Okay.
That shit just go right into the toilet bowl. Bloop.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, gotcha.
Scruncher for me. Oh, I think we might have to pull that one.
Yo,
we'll have to pull that one, Marv.
We'll pull that one, man. Mishi_01. Are you or have you been a boomerang boyfriend? I don't know if it's a boyfriend. I was probably boyfriend, and then she probably said fuck me, and then came back and she wanted to fuck me. So, but I don't think it was a relationship then. But I know some people, like, you love someone, let it go, comes back to you as yours. Yeah. Those people are definition of boomerangs.
Oh yeah.
Right? What about you?
No. I'm gonna think you throwing me, I ain't coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts. All right, we got one more. Dom King Kong says, if you have a OnlyFans.com or selling a private Snapchat, does that make you an entrepreneur?
Hell yeah.
It does?
Listen, man. You collecting the coins from the loins? You an entrepreneur. What do you think? No?
I don't know, man.
You can't run with that? Don't make you an entrepreneur?
No, because if that's what your selling point is, like, here's my thing. Who am I to shit on anybody's business, right? I don't want no more shit on my business.
Right.
But I look at it and stuff is that, like, if I don't know you from nowhere and stuff, whatever, we introduce each other and stuff, and I'm like, hi, I'm Marv, nice to meet you. And you're like, hi, da-da-da. And we're at, like, some small business-minded gathering.
Right.
Whatever. And you're like, what do you do? I'm like, well, I have a podcast, one half of the Prodigal Sons. And the person's like, I'm like, well, what do you do? Oh, I just jerk off my OnlyFans.com thing, whatever. And I'm like, I don't think this is the right place for you, my man. Who's like, well, isn't this for like-minded entrepreneurs trying to grow their business? Yeah, but I don't think this might be the right place for you, though. Yeah, it's just me. Just me. I hear what they trying to say,
Yeah.
and who am I to shit on someone's business?
Right.
But is it really in the still the same realm?
You making coins from the loins.
All right.
Listen, man, what if you turn around and say, hey, put away your wallet, I got lunch.
Well,
you gonna take that lunch.
it'll be a foodie call. Yeah, man. That's it for the docket, man. Dude, what's up? Hit us with a Soul Say the Sons.
I'll hit you with one. It's better to have forgets than to have regrets.
That's Soul Say the Sons.
So say the Sons.
It goes with the ties in with the subtle.
Ties in with it. Ties in.
The subtle and great expectations, man. Any church announcements? We wrapping up. Close to the Battle of Beatmakers.
Close to the Battle of the Beatmakers. If you've been following the Sons or the Not Your Average Joseph page, you've seen T minus producer extraordinaire, fresh off the Dreamville squad.
Mm-hmm.
They just announced the whole Battle of the Beatmakers Shane coming up. So, yeah, keep in tune for that. I'm going to have more announcements coming up within next week because we're getting close to the crunch time. So, I'm going to start giving a little bit more focus and a little bit more nods to when tickets go on sale and all that good stuff. But for now, it's just watch out for the Sons on the streets.
Yes, we coming at you live and direct. Don't be shy. When you see the microphone and stuff, whatever, don't worry. It's all love. It's all good. It's all fun. Same way we have fun here, same way we have fun there. All right?
All right.
Follow the plugs. Check us out. Subscribe. Like. Comment. Submit questions. And enjoy the show. That's it.
That's it.
All right, once again, thank you for listening to the Particle Sons. Remember the difference between stupidity and genius, that genius has its limits. Peace and love.
Peace.
Sayonara.
The Particle Sons with Not Your Average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.